Hello, everybody. Welcome to Unbound Verse. My name is Hakeem, and you are on the Unbound Verse channel. Unbound Verse channel is one word. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. If you're new to this channel, support the channel. Hit the subscribe button. And what are we going to be talking about today? Today, I'll be sharing information about things you need to know before and after you emigrate to the United States of America. A lot of people wants to come to the United States. A lot of people want to come and live here. A lot of people from Europe, a lot of people from Asia, a lot of people from Africa. They want to come and live in America. But here are the things you need to know before and after you move to America. Or let's just say process involved before you move to America and after you move to America. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by your community guidelines. Don't share your social security number here. Don't share your private information here. Just leave your comments. All right. So, things you need to know or how to figure out coming to America before and after. Okay. So the first thing you need to do is to research. You need to research the type of visa that's suitable for you. You need to research and choose the right visa for you. Before emigrating to the United States, it is crucial to research and select the appropriate visa. The appropriate visa and the category of the visa that aligns with your purpose of immigrating to the United States. That is important. The United States offers various types of visa, including family-sponsored visa, employment-based visa, and diversity lottery visa. Peter Tucker, how are you? Welcome to the channel. How are you doing today, Peter Tucker? Peter Tucker or Taker. How are you doing, my brother? Welcome to Unbound Verse. And today we are talking about things you need to know before and after you move to the United States of America. If you're new to Unbound Verse, support Unbound Verse by clicking the subscribe button if you're new, and like and share this live broadcast. I have a lot of information that I want to share before about moving to America, before and after. Peter Tucker, okay, you're doing all right. I'm doing all right too. Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking. I am doing all right as well. Thank you. So, before you emigrate to the United States, it is crucial to research and select the appropriate visa category that aligns with your purpose of immigration. The United States offers various types of visa, including family-sponsored, employment-based visa, and diversity visa lottery type of visa. And each category has specific eligibility requirements. Okay. Hello, Nezuko. So each category of visa requires different type of requirements, different type of processing times, and application procedures. So regardless of which type of visa category you choose to use to come to the United States, they all have different processing requirements. Okay. Understanding the nuances of each visa can help you in your application for the one that best fits your circumstance. Whether you are seeking to join family members. Hello, Nezuko Chan. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. Please ensure you click the like button and share this video. Let's get more people in here to benefit from this information. Make sure you hit the subscribe button also if you are new to Unbound Verse, and let's share knowledge together. So whether you are seeking to join family members or pursue employment opportunities or diversify the immigrant population, you can move to the United States of America using different type of visa application. Whether you are seeking employment or you're trying to move over to family members, there is a process that is suitable that will align to your intention. So in this video, we're going to share things that you need to know before and after you emigrate to the United States. So once you've identified the suitable visa, gather all necessary documents to support your application. All necessary documents. This typically includes personal information, financial records, employment or educational certificates, and any other pertinent information. You need to have all this ready once you have figured out which visa process you're going to follow. Again, I'm not an immigration officer. I am not an immigration expert in any way. I am not affiliated with any immigration service whatsoever. I am not associated to any visa processing agency. Okay, I am just a regular guy like most of you that are watching me right now, but I just did some research together and put together some information that will benefit most people that are looking to emigrate to the United States of America and start a life there, or start a new life there, because life in their country might not be the best they want in life, so they might have chosen to move to the United States. If you are new to Unbound Verse, hit the subscribe button. If you're a returning member of Unbound Verse, share this video, click the like buttons, and let's enjoy this information. Excuse me. So, accurate and complete documentation is essential, as any discrepancy or omission in your document can lead to delays of processing or rejection, the most part. So make sure all the information on your documents are accurate and correct. Consulting with an immigration attorney or an accredited representative can also provide valuable guidance and increase your chances of a successful application. Okay, the attorney will guide you and tell you successful things you will need to do so your application can be successful. That's one thing. So the next thing you need to know is that you need to submit the petition and application. These are two different things. Petition is how it starts, and then application is how you apply for it. Okay, so after you have selected the appropriate visa process or application that aligns with your intention, the next step is to submit the petition and the application. For family sponsored visas, the United States citizen or lawful permanent resident relative must file a petition on your behalf with the United States Citizens and Immigration Services, USCIS. So if you're trying to go live with family members that are already living in the United States, that your family member will have to file a petition for you. They will file a petition for you to either come live with them or that they can vouch for you. Okay, so again, if you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and support this channel. We're talking about things you need to know before and after you emigrate to the United States of America. So I just said that if you're trying to use a visa that would allow you to live with your family member, you need to have that your family member to file a petition for you to come and live with them in the United States. They have to file that petition with the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS. So you're not the one that's gonna start it from your country of origin. It's that your family member that's already living in the United States that will file a petition for you. Okay, get that? Okay, so what if you're not trying to go live with a family member? What if you're trying to do this for employment based? So for employment based visas, your prospective employer will need to submit a petition. Okay, again, you're not the one that will submit the petition. It is your employer that will file the petition. If you are processing the type of employment visa to go to United States. Your prospective employer will need to submit a petition on your behalf with the USCIS, the United States Citizen and Immigration Services. Okay, so so these petitions must be approved before you can proceed with your visa application. Okay, so if this petition did not get approved, don't proceed with anything. Make sure you have words that your petition got approved before you start doing anything. So once the petition is approved, you will be notified to proceed with the visa application process. Okay, once the petition is approved, you will be notified to proceed with the visa application process. And this visa application process will include submitting Form DS-260 for immigrant visa and alien registration application for most immigrant visa. So this form collects detailed information about your background, and it is submitted online through the Consular Electronic Application Center. Okay, CEAC. Ensure all information provided is accurate. This is very important. You must not provide any false information. Any information you provide must be accurate. Okay, you have to ensure all the information provided is accurate and truthful. Don't lie, because they will find out. Okay, make sure all the information you provide is accurate and truthful, because if there's any inconsistencies in the information you provided, that can lead to complications or even the denial of your visa. Once they find out any inconsistencies, there goes your application. There goes, you're gonna get denied. You're gonna get denied. Okay, so it is important to have it in mind that you must provide truthful information and accurate information, because there's no time for back and forth. If your information is inconsistent, your visa application is gonna be denied. You're going nowhere. Okay, so if you are new to Unbound Verse channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share this live. Share this live to a lot of people, because I have a lot of information that I want to put out. Okay, and again, I am not an immigration agent. I do not work for the United States Citizen and Immigration Service. I do not work for any immigration agent. I do not work for any agency helping anybody to travel. I'm just a regular guy like you, and I have this information that I want to share to everybody. So make sure you're hitting the like button and the subscribe button. Okay, all right. So the next thing you will have to do is to complete a medical examination. So completing a medical examination is different with respect to the country of your origin. Okay, what happens is that the United States, they have medical centers that they trust, that they will send you to go and do your medical examination. You can't just do your medical examination in any hospital or any clinic or any medical facility in your country of origin. You have to have the medical center that the embassy will ask you to go to. Okay, and that medical examination is important. Okay, if you're new to my Unbound Verse channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this video. Let's learn together. Let's go. So a mandatory part of the immigration process is to undergo a medical examination that is conducted by an authorized physician. Okay, remember the word authorized physician. You can't just go to any physician. So this examination ensures that you do not have any health conditions that could pose a public health risk or that could impede your ability to support yourself in the United States. Okay, that's the reason you are doing that medical examination. The examination typically includes a physical checkup, a vaccination checkup, a blood test for things that might be there, and sometimes chest x-ray to screen for tuberculosis. Okay, chest x-ray to screen for tuberculosis. When I was doing my medical examination when I was in Nigeria before I moved to the United States, I'm now in the United States, yay! When I was doing my medical examination, I was given the information of the authorized physician, and I actually did a chest x-ray. Okay, they did a chest x-ray, and of course I passed, and that was how I was able to continue with my application process at that time. Okay, so the result of the medical examination are sent directly to the United States Embassy that is located in your country, or the consulate where you will have your visa interview. They need to have it there so they will know your medical status. It's important to keep a copy of your vaccination records and any other medical documentation, as you might need this for future references. Okay. Failing to complete the medical examination can result in delays or denial of your visa. You have to do this medical examination. So it's essential to schedule and attend your appointments promptly. Okay, medical examination is very important. All right, another thing you need to know is that you're going to attend the visa interview. You're going to attend the visa interview. There's no way around that one. You must attend the visa interview. Hello everybody again. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to Unbound Verse. Like the video and share to your friends. And let's all learn together. Let's go. Let's go. So the next thing you need to know is that you're going to attend a visa interview. Once your medical examination is complete, the next step is attending your visa interview at the United States Embassy or the consulate that is in your home country. The purpose of the interview is to verify the information provided in your application and assess your eligibility for immigration. During the interview, an immigration officer will ask you questions about your background. They will ask you serious questions about the reasons for your immigrating. They will ask you questions about your plans in the United States. So You need to have all these answers ready and consistent. They may also request additional documentation to support your application if there's a need for them to do that. So preparation is key for the visa interview. Make sure to bring all required documents such as your passport, your application confirmation page, medical examination results, and any other supporting evidence. Okay, make sure you have all that. Also, your look is important. You need to dress professionally and answer questions honestly and confidently. Honestly and confidently. Don't be going back and forth with your answers. Make sure it's honest and confident. Because the outcome of this interview is what's gonna be significant, okay, in determining your visa success, okay, your application's success. So taking the time to prepare thoroughly can help ensure a positive result or for your interview. Okay, hit the subscribe button, guys, if you're new, and share this video. The next thing you need to know is that you're going to pay fees and you're going to wait for your visa approval. You're gonna pay fees and you're gonna wait for your visa approval. After your interview, that's not the end. That's just one of the process involved in the things you need to do to emigrate to the United States of America. Okay, so after your visa interview, there are various fees that you will need to pay as part of the immigration process. These fees include the visa application fee, and this fee is not refundable and may also encompass fees for biometric services. Okay, when they talk about biometric services, that is basically like your background check with the security agencies like the police or criminal investigation department of your country. They will have to provide like some type of certificate that you're not a criminal, you don't have any court case pending, or basically you're a good law abiding citizen. And that involves the biometric, they're gonna take your fingerprints, you're gonna, your thumbprint, your fingers, all those prints will be taken. In the medical examination and additional processing. Okay, so those are the fees you are paying. So payment methods and amounts vary by country and the visa type. So it's important to verify the specific requirements for your situation. Okay, it's important to verify the specific requirement for your situation. And once all the fees are paid, you will need to wait for your visa application to be processed and approved. So after paying everything, you have to wait for your visa application to be processed and approved. Now, processing times can vary depending on the visa category and the workload of the embassy or consulate that is handling your case. This is important to know because most people assume that right after their interview, they are good to go. They are gonna get the status like right away. What's going on? Okay. Go and get it. Go around. So, um, and they think that's it. That after their interview, they're just ready to travel. No. Okay. It's gonna take time to process everything because millions of people are applying. Yes, millions of people are applying to go to the United States of America. So, depending on the workload of the embassy or the consulate handling your case, it may take longer, really, really longer, or maybe not long at all for your case. So, during this period, it is important for you to stay informed about the status of your application and respond promptly to any request for additional information or documentation from immigration authorities. Okay. Once you're done, making the payments and you're done with the interview, you still need to stay current because they might reach out to you for additional information or for something in addition to what you have provided. So, after your interview, stay current. Make sure you are checking your email, make sure you're checking your mailbox. In my own case, I was constantly checking my mailbox and my emails because those were the point of contact that I provided that I could be reached. And luckily for me, my my decision came via my mailbox. And I was young then. I was about, I think, 23 years old, and I have a post office mailbox. This is not a common thing with me from my country of origin, which is Nigeria. There's no 23-year-old youth, male or female, is thinking about getting a postal address. I just did that because I wanted to be more informed. I wanted to be current about things going on around the world. I used to get a I used to get a magazine from the United States of America back then. I didn't know I was gonna end up living in the United States as a permanent resident. I was just trying to keep myself current back then. I opened myself a post office address, so I have a mailbox, and I was getting magazine from a company called, I think, Conductor. All they do is they make magazine about conductors and diodes and transistors and send it to people. Okay, so infoware, yeah, infoware. That's the name of the magazine. Infoware and info store. It's two of them. So every month I get an issue of the magazine. They mail it to my mailbox. That excites me because I am getting something from outside of the country coming in my mail as a 23-year-old. Most 23-year-old in my country, they are probably in secondary school, which is equivalent to high school in America. Most 23-year-old still probably living with their parents in my home of country of origin. So it's not common to see a 23-year-old person in the country of my origin to have a postal address. So in summary, all I'm saying is make sure you're checking your email, postal address, contact information, and stay current because your Status, your result might come back anytime. Okay, it might come back anytime. So, or documentation from immigration authorities. So, approval can take anywhere from a few weeks to several months. Like we discussed earlier, the workload, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people are trying to come into the United States. Okay, I mean, right now we can see the results of some people trying to come to the United States, crossing the border, and creating crises and all that stuff. Most Americans are not happy. Some other Americans are happy. Most Americans are worried and concerned about all these people crossing into the United States without proper documentation. I will be worried too, because let's face it, who wants their houses to be open and strangers in your house and you don't know them? Who wants that? Nobody wants that. If a stranger wants to come to my house, they better knock first, right? They better knock first, and then I will consider letting them in or not. But with the case of immigration and people flooding into America without proper documentation, that's a massive, massive, massive process involving that. So, but we're not talking about that today. So, depending on the workload of the consulate, you will have to be patient with the result. Okay, patience and diligence are crucial. You have to be patient and diligent. All right, another thing you need to know is that you need to be getting ready to arrange for travel to the United States. You need to start saving money. You need to start getting clothes. You need to start getting things that you will need. Okay. Most importantly, you need to start saving money for your travel. You need to save money to buy plane tickets. You need to save money to get some food while you are transiting from airport to airport. You need to have that in mind. Okay. So you need to start getting ready to travel to the United States. Now, upon receiving your visa approval, you can start making travel arrangements. Okay. Um, this involves booking flights, arranging for temporary accommodation upon arrival, and planning your move. Okay. What?
Can I have this?
Yes. And planning your moves. Okay. It's advisable to book your flight well in advance to secure the best rates and ensure you arrive before any deadline. Okay. This is very important. It's very important. All right. So when you're doing this process, you need to be patient and you need to be diligent. You need to be current too. Additionally, it's important to prepare for your arrival in the United States by understanding customs and immigration procedures at your port of entry. You need to understand the procedure at your port of entry. You will need to present your visa and supporting documentations to the United States Customs and Border Protection, CBP. Those officers are there to check everything. All right, and they will verify your eligibility for entry. Having copies of your visa approval, your passport, and any other relevant documentation readily accessible will facilitate a smoother entry process. Okay, if you are new to Unbound Vibes channel, please subscribe and like this video and share it to all of your friends. Even share it to all of your friends back in your country of origin so they can learn what they need to know or what they need to do before and after they travel to the United States of America. It is also wise to familiarize yourself with the area where you will be living. Okay, the area where you will be living, you need to familiarize yourself with, including local transportation around where you're going to be living, including the amenities that are available, and including the community resources that will be available where you will be living. Another thing you need to know is need to find a permanent housing. You will have to find a permanent housing. Okay. Back when I was applying to emigrate to the United States, I was privileged to know one person in the United States, and this person was the person that gave me temporary accommodation for about 6 months to 7 months. He provided me with temporary accommodation, and I lived with him. I was lucky he wasn't, because if you're familiar with immigrants stories in America, some people have a really bad experience. So I am appreciative to the guy that gave me accommodation while I just emigrated to the United States. If you are watching this video right now, thank you to you. Okay, and if you are new to Unbound Vibes, let's subscribe, let's click the like button, and let's share this video. So once you arrive in the United States, finding permanent housing is a top priority. You need a place to stay. Okay, research different neighborhoods and consider factors such as proximity to work or to school, cost of living in that area, and availability of amenities, okay, in the area that you're going to be living at. Renting an apartment or house is a common first step for many immigrants. Okay, many immigrants, they have to do that. Many immigrants have to find a place to stay. Online resources, real estate agents, and community organizations can assist you in finding suitable housing options. Okay, but most importantly, let somebody that you know help you with this. It's also important to understand your rights and responsibilities as a tenant. Remember, I said your rights and your responsibility as a tenant. When you live in a rented apartment or a rented house, it is important for you to know your responsibility as a tenant. Okay, and you also need to know your rights as a tenant. As a tenant, you have rights. As a tenant, you also have responsibilities. Get yourself familiar with these things. Okay, familiarize yourself with the terms of your lease agreement. Okay, including rent payment schedules. Okay, make sure you're not late on your payment, or else you will be evicted. Okay, security deposits, that's something you need to have in mind. You're gonna pay security deposit, and And maintenance responsibilities. Okay, those are your responsibilities. Establishing a stable living situation will provide a foundation for your new life in the United States and allow you to face on other aspects of settling in, such as employment and community integration. Okay, that's important. Let's hit the like button and share this video, guys. If you are watching from outside the box, I said outside the box because you could be watching this video without actually being in this life. So if you are one of the people right now watching this video outside of the box, please come in for a second, like the video and subscribe, and then keep scrolling. It's not gonna hurt. I like that. I want you to do that. So please do that now, okay? Click to watch in the live and subscribe and like the video, and let's go on, okay? So the next thing you need to know is that you need to obtain a social security number, okay? Living in the United States, you must have a social security number. A social security number, SSN, is essential for living and working in the United States. If you do not have that, you cannot live or work in the United States. You need a social security number to do that. It serves as a unique identifier for various administrative and financial purposes, such as employment, opening bank accounts, and filing taxes. Okay, without your social security number, you cannot open a bank account. Without your social security number, you cannot gain employment. Without your social security number, you cannot get any health benefits. Without your social security number, you cannot get a driver's license. Without your social security number, you cannot do things legally in this country, period. And without your social security number, you might be a victim of bad circumstance because no one knows you're here. No one knows you're here if you don't have a social security number. Okay, so you need to obtain an SSN. Okay, you need in order to obtain it, you need to visit a local social security administration office and submit an application along with your visa, along with your passport, and other necessary document they might need in order for you to apply for social security number. Applying for an SSN, which is social security number, should be done as soon as possible after your arrival in the United States. The moment you land in the United States, start thinking about going to the Social Security office and applying. The process typically takes a few weeks, and you will receive your Social Security card by mail. All houses in the United States have mailboxes where the mail are being sent to. Okay, unlike most of our country of origins where there is no perfect addressing system. Like when I was back home in the country of my origin, my house, you can't send mail to my house. I will not receive it because there is no mailing addressing system. We usually go to places like DHL office, USPS office, FedEx office, and sometimes they have opportunity for you to create an account with them. They will manage like a box for you, so when they receive mail on your behalf, they will just call you or text you, and then you go there and pay to receive your mail. But in the United States, most houses can receive mail. Most houses uh, part of the mailing addressing system. Okay, so do not worry about getting your mail or getting your social security in your mail system. You're gonna get it. It will come to you. Okay, it will come to you. Give me a second, please. Sorry about that. I have to go address something. All right, I'm back. If you're new to Unbound, please click the subscribe button and hit the like button and share this video, and let's learn together. So as I was saying, back in my country of origin, um, there is no mailing addressing system. You can't get mail at your house. You have to go to places like the post office and register for a mailbox, or you have to go to places like DHL or FedEx or UPS facility and register. And even if you're not registered there, anytime you get a mail and you go pick it up there, you have to pay to collect your mail. Okay, but in the United States, there is there is there is a good addressing system. Okay, so your mail will definitely come delivered to your house, or if you live in an apartment, there's a box for your apartment room or apartment number where your mail goes to. Okay, so do not worry about receiving your social security number, it will come to you. All right, having an SSN is critical for accessing many services and benefits. Okay, so it's important to prioritize this step to facilitate your integration into the American society. Okay, you must have a social security number. Okay, another thing you need to know is that you will have to open a bank account. You should open a bank account. I don't want to say you must open one, but you must open a bank account. Without that, you can't manage your money. Without that, you can't do a lot of things. So opening a bank account is part of you settling in and living, like a law abiding citizen in America. So opening a bank account is a practical step in managing your finances in the United States. You must have a bank account. Okay. A bank account allows you to deposit earnings. A bank account allows you to pay bills. A bank account allows you to save money securely. And most banks offer a range of accounts, including checking accounts, savings accounts. In the country of most immigrants, in the country of our origin, the names are different. The names we call our bank account over there, they are different. For instance, in my own home country of origin, we call it current and savings account. Current and savings account. Some other banks even offers business accounts. So in the United States, it's called checking and saving accounts. Okay. So if you're watching from other parts of the world right now, share in the comment section. Let's know what bank accounts are called in your country. Are they called checkings and savings or current and savings? What are they called in your country? So saving, checking and savings account in America. So each bank have different features, and each bank account have different requirements and different features too. So to open an account, you will need to provide identification documents. You need to provide proof of address. You need to provide your social security number. You see, social security number is needed. You have to provide those. All right. Choosing the right bank and type of account depends on your financial needs and preferences. Research different banks and compare their services fees and accessibility. So be careful when you're opening these bank accounts, okay? Make sure you read everything before you open it. Make sure you get a bank account that is suitable for your status, okay? Don't go and get a bank account that you will not be able to maintain, okay? As a starter, you need to get something that's going to work for you, all right? So opening a bank account also helps in building a credit history, which is important for future financial activities, such as obtaining loans, such as renting apartments, and such as purchasing property. Okay, a bank account is good for you to do that. Another advice for you is that you need to secure employment. Okay, you need to secure employment. Finding employment is a critical aspect of settling in the United States. Most people have to work. Most people have to work. Begin by updating your resume to reflect the American standards and practices, and utilize job search resources such as online job boards, recruitment agencies, and networking events. These are ways you can secure a job for yourself. I mean, who don't want to work in America? You don't like money? Everybody likes money. Understanding the job market in your field and identifying potential employers can help streamline your job search process. In America, finding a job is interesting, okay? There are numerous ways of securing that you could follow to secure a job for yourself. You could do it by yourself. You could do it by employment agencies. You could go on websites. You could you could get a job just by reading the local newspapers. So there are numerous ways to secure a job. Okay. In the country of your origin, or wherever you are right now watching, let me know in the comment section how you guys secure jobs in your country. Do you secure jobs by knowing somebody in the company, or do you secure a job by paying somebody to give you a job? Yeah, I know those things are crazy, right? But that's what it is. That's the way it is in other countries. All right. But in the United States, all that don't apply. You deal with your employer directly or through employing agencies. Okay. So it is also important to familiarize yourself with your rights as an employee in the United States, including minimum wage laws, workplace safety regulations, and anti discrimination protection. I need to talk about this for a second. If you are coming from outside of the United States and you're an immigrant in the United States of America, you are going to experience a cultural shock. You're going to experience some type of discrimination. Okay? You're going to experience that. So have that in the back of your mind. Okay. And if you experience those things, you need to speak to somebody, talk to somebody. Okay. Talk to somebody, talk to your boss. If you experience it from your job, you need to talk to somebody else that is not your boss. Okay. So be ready for that. Okay. Discrimination is alive. So be ready for that. As an immigrant in the United States of America, unfortunately, I'm sorry you're going to experience discrimination, but it's not the end of the world. If you experience discrimination, there are anti-discrimination protection, there are anti-discrimination regulations. So there are people you can talk to help you get over that experience and move forward. If you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and like this video and share it. Okay, thank you. So securing stable employment will provide financial stability for you and is often a requirement for many immigration statuses. Okay, many immigration statuses. Being proactive and persistent in your job search can significantly enhance your chances of finding a suitable employment for you. Another thing you need to know is this. Once you immigrate into America, you will have to enroll in health insurance. Okay, enroll in health insurance. Enroll in health insurance. As an immigrant, you're gonna be sick, you're gonna be tired, something's gonna come up, you need health care. So healthcare in the United States can be costly, making health insurance essential for managing medical expenses. So have that in mind. You have to enroll for medical insurance. So you have to research the various health insurance options that are available in your area, including employer-sponsored plan. If you have secured a job, your employer might have one for you. Private insurance is also available, and government programs such as Medicaid or the health insurance marketplace. Each option has different coverage levels. They also have different costs, and they also have different eligibility requirements. Not all health insurance are the same. Okay, so enrolling in health insurance shortly after you arrive in the United States ensures that you have access to necessary medical services and protects you from high out-of-pocket expenses. Understanding your insurance plans, understanding your insurance coverage, understanding your insurance, including in-network providers, co-pays, and deductibles. All this understanding will help you make informed decisions about your health care. Health insurance is not only a practical necessity, but also a legal requirement under the Affordable Care Act. You have to have insurance coverage. You have to. As immigrants, most immigrants are not familiar with health care insurance from their country of origin. So those kind of things they're not prioritized for us. Okay. Like most people from Nigeria don't have health insurance. All right, I'm just using that as an example. Some people have health insurance in Nigeria, but majority of people do not have that. So coming to the United States as an immigrant, you need to have it in mind that you will have to enroll for a medical insurance that will help you, so that when you fall sick, or you get tired, or you got in an accident or unexpected situation, your medical insurance can cover your medical expenses. So all these things you need to know before you immigrate to the United States of America, and this is important, your health. And most immigrants come to America and they don't have it in their mind that their body is not a machine. In other words, they are securing 3 jobs, 4 jobs, 5 jobs for some people, and they are working round the clock, and they're not really considering their health. So when you have this kind of mindset of working around the clock, it is also important that you think about your health and make sure you have affordable health care insurance. Okay, make sure you have affordable insurance, medical insurance, to cover you when you're sick. And apart from that, uh it is a legal requirement under the Affordable Care Act in the United States for you to have a medical insurance. You must have a health insurance. Okay, that you need to know. You need to have that in mind. Another thing you need to know is that you will have to get a driver's license or a state identification. Getting a driver's license or a state identification is important. Obtaining a driver's license or a state identification card is essential for various aspects of your daily life in the United States of America. A driver's license not only allows you to legally drive, but it also serves as a widely accepted form of identification. Okay, back in the country of origin, all these things are not really necessary for most people back in their country of origin. There's no state ID, no driver's license, so people are just going about their business every day without the government knowing who they are or where they are or like what they're doing. But in the United States, it is not like that. You have to have a form of state identification. In fact, you have to have some type of identification. You have to have a state ID. Okay, you have to have a state ID. And if you don't have a state ID, if you have a driver's license that you acquired in the state that you're living in, that counts as a form of identification for you. Okay, so again, if you're new to this channel, if you're just joining this live and you're not a subscriber yet, please hit the subscribe button and like this video and share it so we can all learn together. If you plan to drive, a state ID can still be useful for identification purpose, but that is not a driver license. You need a driver's license to operate a vehicle in this country. You need a driver's license to operate vehicles in this country. Okay, even motorcycles. Okay, so to get a driver's license, you will need to pass a written and practical driving test. So you pass a written test and you do a physical driving test. Okay, requirements vary by state, so check with your local Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV, for specific instructions. If you already have a valid driver's license from your home country, remember I say a valid driver's license from your home country. If you already have a valid driver's license from your home country, some states in the United States of America may allow you to transfer it without retaking the test. Okay? Having a driver's license or state ID facilitates many activities, such as opening a bank account, such as securing housing, such as applying for jobs. You need this to do that. Another thing you need to know that you need to understand and fulfill tax obligations. You must understand and fulfill tax obligations in the United States of America. To fulfill your tax obligation in the United States of America, you should obtain a basic understanding of the tax system and familiarize yourself with key forms, like key forms such as W-4, W-2s for employment tax withholding, and the Form 1040 for filing your annual tax return. Most people, most people, most immigrants in the United States of America, before they immigrate to the United States, in their home country, there is no such thing as paying tax or filing tax return. Most people do not do that in their home country of origin. So if you're a US citizen and you're watching this video, you'll be like, what? They don't pay tax? Yes, most immigrants home country, there's no such thing as paying tax, or there's no such thing as filing tax. Like, no. Like when I was in my home country before I immigrated to the United States, I didn't know nothing about paying tax or filing tax returns. Now, some are paying tax and I think some are filing tax. I don't think they are filing tax return yet, but some are paying tax. But majority of people from developing countries and other countries don't pay tax and they don't file for tax returns like we do here in the United States. So it is also beneficial to keep detailed records of your income. It's important to keep detailed records of your expenses. It is important to keep any potential documentation or credits that you may be eligible for. Okay. Many immigrants seek the assistance of a tax professional to navigate the complexities of the tax systems, especially during their first few years in the country, because that's going to be new to you. You're not going to be familiar with filing tax return, so you need to seek the help of a tax professional, okay, so that you do things right. In addition to federal taxes, be aware of state and local taxes that may apply based on where you live and work. Okay, state and local taxes are real. Each state has its own tax laws and rates, and some localities impose additional taxes. Okay, be aware of this. Ensuring compliance with all applicable tax requirements will help you maintain good standing with the tax authorities and avoid any legal complications. Okay, staying informed and proactive about your tax responsibility is an essential part of managing your financial affairs in the United States. Okay, if you are new to Unbound Verse, click the subscribe button. And if you are watching from outside of the box, come into the box and subscribe and like the video and share it and then move on. Another thing you need to know is that you need to learn that you're going to integrate yourself into the community. Okay, you have to do that. Integrating yourself into your new community can significantly enhance your experience and help you build a support network. Start by getting involved in local activities such as community events, clubs, and volunteer opportunities. Okay, these engagements will provide a chance to meet new people. This engagement will provide a chance to make friends. This engagement will provide a chance for you to learn more about American culture and social norms. So when you come to America, don't stick to your indoor. Make sure you meet people. Many communities have immigrant support groups that offer resources and assistance to help newcomers adjust. Okay, so network. You need to know that you're going to have to do that once you arrive in the United States as an immigrant. Learning English or improving your proficiency can also aid your integration process. Okay, learn how to speak English. Okay, many community centers, libraries, and educational institutions offer English as a second language classes. Okay, these are all around. They also have adult classes if you're an adult and you still want to learn how to speak English. Additionally, being proactive and being active in understanding cultural differences and norms will make it easier to adapt to your new environment. Okay, integration is a gradual process, but actively participating in community life can make your transition smoother and more enjoyable. Okay, you have to integrate yourself in the community. Don't be a lone ranger, don't be an island. Okay, another thing you need to know after you emigrate to the United States of America is that you can pursue to be a citizen. Okay, you can pursue to be a citizen or permanent resident. So once you have settled in the United States, everything is going on, you might consider pursuing a permanent residency, which is also a green card or a United States citizenship. Okay, so becoming a lawful permanent resident provides the right to work and live in the United States indefinitely. Okay, in my own case, when I came to the United States, I came on a diversity visa lottery. And what that is that gives you a permanent residency and a privilege or opportunity to work, okay, and live in the United States permanently. So not a citizen, okay, but a permanent resident. So as an immigrant, you need to know that when you get into the United States of America, know that you should have it in mind to consider becoming a United States citizen. Okay, that is something that is available to you, not right away. Okay, so while citizenship grants additional rights and responsibilities such as voting in federal elections and obtaining the US passport, these are benefits of being a US citizen. You can vote and you can have a US passport. versus if you're just a permanent resident. The process for obtaining a green card varies. It varies, okay, depending on your initial visa category, but typically involves a thorough review of your application and background. So depending on how you came to the state, the kind of visa, your application to be a citizen will vary. So after holding a green card for a certain period, usually 5 years or 3 years if you marry a US citizen, you may become eligible to apply for citizenship through the naturalization process. Okay, this process includes completing Form N400, attending a biometrics appointment, passing an English and civics test, and participating in an interview. Okay, successfully navigating these steps and achieving citizenship solidifies your status in the United States, and this provides a sense of security and belonging in your new home. So there you have it. Those are the advice I have for immigrants in the United States of America. If you're just joining this channel, or you're new to Unboundverse, or if you're just joining this live right now, you'll have to play this video from the beginning to learn all the information I have shared in this video. I have shared information about the things you need to know before and after you immigrate to the United States of America. This is vital information that you will need. All right. So thank you for watching. I'm gonna end the live now, and I will post this video later on for everybody to watch. Okay. Thanks for being with me on this live. I appreciate your time. I hope you do have a beautiful and see you in my other lives. Bye bye for now. Bye. If you're just joining, I see somebody is just joining. I'm about to end the live. If you're just joining, please watch the video. I'm gonna post this video. Okay, I'm gonna post it out there so you can watch it. I'll see you in another video. Goodbye. I will be live again at 6 p.m. Okay, I have another interesting information that I would like to share with the world. Okay, so come join me at that time, and let's chill together and learn. Thank you, Peter Taka. Thank you, Nezuko Chan. You guys joined my life and you gave me a thumbs up and you subscribed. I appreciate you. But I'm about to end the live, and there's still few people in the chat, and I mean in the live, and you can say hello if you're just joining. We have already shared. I'm already done sharing all the information I have about uh, before and after you move to America. So if you're just joining, you can just say hello and say hi and tell me where you're watching from, and maybe we can strike some additional conversation over here. But if not, then if you're so shy you don't want to say hello in the comments, well, I'll have to say bye now, and I'm gonna have to end this live. All right, bye bye everybody. Other few people just join now. Why is it that when you are about to end the live, that's when a lot of people are joining in? Have you ever experienced that? like on YouTube when you're on live and you're about to end the live, that's when more people will be coming in. It's like some type of, I don't know. All right, so bye everybody. See you in another video. See you at 6 p.m. Okay, I'm coming back live at 6 p.m. Bye bye for now. Bye bye. Bye bye.